Hey guys, it's Sammy Genius here, and welcome back to Distress Part 3. On the last part, we didn't do much, but we found out that the death trap we thought we were walking into in the end of Part 1 ended up just being some normal-ass place. But we kept going, and we ended up in some tunnels, and they are anything but normal. Because there are a bunch of people stuck in like cryostasis or something, and we let one of them out, some lady, and she wants everybody else out of cryostasis as well. So we said fuck it and let's go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So yeah, we gotta follow her lead because she's the one, you know, I'm pretty sure she knows what's going on. We do what the crazy woman says. The stranger looks at you, eyebrows raised. Thank you. Fine. Follow me. She leads the group back into the metro tunnel. You expect to find a group of soldiers waiting for you, but instead... What the fuck are those? Oh. Before you are two monstrosities on the rail. They're gelatinous blobs of flesh with blood and hair sticking out all over. Eyeballs and long teeth in unnatural places. This dude got 2 mouths. The things here Sarah and told her to face your group. Now would be the time to use our guns. The monsters charge you, screeching loudly. I don't know why I just did that. Please just ignore that. The stranger focuses fire on the left. Your crew focuses on the right. Help the stranger, help the crew. Gotta stick with my boys, to be honest. But maybe you're of some use too. You know, my crew is like 4 people. You're just 1, so I'll help you. Your crew could take care of themselves. You train them after all. You raise your pistol and load it on the monster charging the stranger. Both the rounds bounce off its hard shell until a bullet pierces one of its eyes. It howls in pain and then falls to the ground dead. Looking over, you see your crew bring down its monster. See, they got it. The stranger gives you an odd look. I can take care of myself. Okay, you know, the reason why I picked you was because I thought you couldn't. So, I'm sorry. Thank you anyway. You're welcome. I appreciate that. Holy shit, that was close. What were they? The mysterious woman looks at one of the corpses sadly. People. They were once anyway. And then I happened to them. Niles looks at the woman's face. His own face scrunched up. By the way, guys, I'm sorry. I just noticed the game was like off center. It's fine now, though. Niles looks at the young woman's face. His own face scrunched up. There's something going on behind his eyes. A flicker of recognition. Wait a second. I know. No. It can't be. What is it? You're Lenore Strauss. That's impossible. Nothing is impossible, friend. That is who I am. Or some shadow for, I suppose. The scientist who brought the sun back to life. Yes? Who? Now let's turn to all of you, clearly frustrated that you're not on the same wavelength as him. She created terraforming... Correct. But you've been missing for years. Everyone thought you were dead. I was, technically. Okay, so is anyone else here lost? What are you, really? I'm in fact Lenore Strauss, or I suppose what is left of her. How are you still alive? Well, long story short, I discovered time travel. I got stuck and spent half of eternity bouncing around different periods in time until... Until what? I died. I was traveling through the warp when my ship crashed somewhere on a small moon about 60 years ago. I remember the fire, burning my arms, engulfing me. How are you here then? They found me after the war. She desecrated my grave, packing me bone by bone into a box, and then brought me here. Who's she? The station administrator. Name's Detona Sanderson. She's a mad woman and a wannabe fascist on a delusion kick. Unfortunately, she has enough smarts, muscle and cash to make it happen. Wants to wage a war and bring the galaxy under her heel. Why did they bring you back? They wanted your clone. Probably hoped I'd research some experimental tech for them, I guess. Took them a couple years, thousands of mistakes, millions of dollars, but they succeeded. I was born again in a tube back there. When I woke up, I refused to make them their tools of destruction, and there's construction going on outside. It is loud. Her flunkies beat on me for a bit, but I didn't break. Turns out she didn't need my brain in the end. Sanderson took my blood. Said it had special properties, probably because of my temper outings. She's using injections in my blood to try and make genetically superior soldiers. Are we playing we in Captain America now? What's going on? Smarter, faster, deadlier than anything the Federation has in its sleeve. Barkley kicks one of the dead mutants. Where do these things fit in? Rejects. Whatever concoction her team of goons synthesized, a large number of her test subjects had a violent reaction to it. Lenora looks at the dead monster sadly. Oh, so those are kind of like your kids. So we kind of just killed the kids. They transformed into these hulking, stupid beasts while I watched helplessly. Good God! Most of them are prisoners, ripped from their homes, turned against their will. The silence is heavy. A whole minute passes until someone speaks. Okay. Knock up. I am no coward. Totally are. You are absolutely a coward. You fit all the criteria for the dictionary definition of cowardice. Yeah, fuck you. As I was saying, all this shit sounds way, way, way above our pay grade. Time travel and clones and stuff. We need to get the hell out of here. We'll call Jim when we reach the surface. He can bring in reinforcements. No. We have to destroy this place. There's great evil here, one I inadvertently helped create. And we will, just in a bit, when we have an army on our back. Strauss raises her voice. Strauss raises her voice. We must do it now. We can't give Sanderson a chance to retreat. Otherwise, she'll just set up shop somewhere else. What do you guys want to do? Just think to yourself, what would you do? 'Cause I feel like most of you guys would escape the station. So I will too. We'll get off the station and worry about destroying it, one thing at a time. This is a mistake. Well, it's my mistake to make. I'll fall in line or stay here. Either way, we're leaving. As you wish. I just wanted to get back to my ship, get back to some familiar territory, meet up with Jim. I haven't talked to Jim since episode 1. I haven't done the nasally voice since episode 1. I want to see Jim. You find the stairs leading out of the metro and ascend them. Stepping out into the city, you find an eerie sight. The streets are deserted. Street lamps flicker. Things feel strange. Suddenly your comm unit barks to life. There's my boy. Y'all down there or not? Jim. Oh, thank God. I thought I lost you. Your signal vanished. Who's the Yahoo? Alright, out of here. Whose voice is that? I don't recognize it. Sounds kind of hot. Long story short, Jim, we need our way out. We need a way out of here. Who's that? Bad news. The shutters on the station have gone down. It's like Nova 8 is covered in armor right now. Nowhere to pick you up. We'll have to kill the lockdown. How do we do that? Your android? Tell him to switch to scan for EMP readings. You got the boss, Cinnabon. The largest source of electromagnetic pulse is coming from 7 blocks in that direction from a building with an undercover bunker. Never mind. Sounds like a death trap. Well, you all ask. That's where the command center is. If you want to get off the station alive, you need to go there. Wait a second. How do we know you're not tricking us into destroying the station? You are quite distrusting, huh? Lessons learned from a lifetime. Well, if we wanted to blow this piece of shit into oblivion, we need to go to the station's core to activate the self-destruct sequence. The entrance to the core is where we're heading, but the center also houses the terminal that will unlock the station. Sounds like we both get what we want. We need a place for Jim to land afterwards to pick it up. There is a hangar 4 blocks from the command bunker, Captain. Send Jim the coordinates, Zarabon. Yes, Captain. Well, let's go, people. Keep your eyes out. The troops are handing the mutants down below, and they'll be busy for a time. The faster we go, the better. You make your way down the street. Everyone is quiet for a while until... You, girl. The name is Sarah. How old are you? None of your bit. 19. Whoa. Okay, I thought we were like in our late 20s, 30s maybe. She's 19. Oh, that's weird. Barkley. As I thought, you're different from the rest of these people. You haven't seen war. So, why are you here then? I'm assuming the rest of you are bounty hunters or mercenaries because you couldn't find anything else after the war. After your stupid war. There's nothing for people like us. Except this. I had a desk job for a bit, back at a research center in Europa, but I missed the smell of smoke in the air, the cries of battle. What are you even talking about? You've never fought in a war. Well, I mean, being battle-hardened is why you soiled yourself when we had that standoff with those pirates in Nebula 2, right? Low blow. Lenore turns her attention back to Sarah. Again, why are you here? My parents were killed during the surface bombs on Rio. It was one of the last Federation bombing runs in the War for Unity. They took out our whole town. Mom had sent me down to the cellar to fetch a game for us to play. A Fed ship streaked across the sky, and thinking the town was a rebel base, the pilot dropped its payload, killing 90% of the inhabitants. I was 7. When the Federation came to survey the damage, they took me away to a spaceport. I overheard my handler preparing to transfer me to an orphanage, so I ran and ran and ran till I found a hiding spot, ship's cargo hold. I fell asleep and... Sarah was quiet for a few seconds. Barkley coughs and speaks. Well, imagine my shock to discover a little stowaway the next morning while we were prepping for a hostage rescue on Titan. I do remember the captain saying it was rather inconvenient. And you did not return her to the authorities. Why not? She had nowhere else to go, Lenore. I grew up in orphanage. I grew up in orphanage. It's a hard life. Harder than growing up with mercenaries. I earned my place. I cooked. I cleaned. I studied medicine. I even got a degree. She's only 19 with a degree, goddamn. Terminate school is a hell of a thing. But you aren't made for this life. Guess not. Since I'm leaving. If you survive this, yeah. Sorry to tell you this, but that's a pretty big if. Always is. Confidence, I like it. Just don't trip over it and fall into your own grave. You're awful chatty for an egghead. The robot, how old is he? I am 72 years old, Doctor. Trained for combat? Negative. You are a butler then. We prefer cyber assistance. Pardon me. So, what do you do? Organize. Collect data. Clean the toilet. After my big ass shits. Clean the toilet. What a waste of a machine. He's happy being a cyber assistant. Doesn't count if you're programmed to be one. That's not happiness. That's just doing what you're designed for. Thought these happiness for androids. Okay, we just played a whole game about this. About androids. So, right, Zerabond? And of course he has no opinion because he's programmed to. Captain, we are close. Not even gonna say anything? Just ignoring me then? Correct. Sorry, that's not in character. Correct. Harsh. Where is it? Zerabond points to a dome scraper sticking on the other side of an intersection. The name on the building, in giant golden letters, is Genotech Industries. Big building, dumb name. Yep, that looks like an evildoer's hideout for sure. The energy source is 23 levels below us. Let's get to it, people. Approaching the door, Lenore goes inside first, pistol race. A man covered head to toe in armor holding an assault rifle. Okay. What is it with assault rifles and looking like weird ass... I don't even know what this looks like. Like, what is this, bro? It looks like one of those, like, wireless printers. Those super small wireless printers. That's what this part looks like. And this part looks like a router. Looks like a Comcast router. But anyways, a man covered toe to toe in armor holding an assault rifle turns to your group. Before he can raise his weapon, Barkley fires a round that blows away the top of the man's head, mask and all. The dead man tumbles to the ground. Nice shot. The others? You look around and see the men and women, some dressed in suits, others are in lab coats and going about their business in the lobby. Talking with each other, messing with tablets. They don't seem to have noticed the violence. Ignore them, they're not real. What? Of course, synthetics. Machines that have been programmed to follow routines. So androids then? Not quite, Commander. These are less complex droids. They are programmed to perform a series of simple actions. The fluid pumping through their synthetic veins is technically a special kind of oil mixed with blood. Probably Lenore's blood, maybe? Your skin must be made of material that's not on the market. Experimental. It is why our sensors did not detect their true nature. It's all a ruse then. Any shit that comes by and scans the station won't detect anything strange. 2 episodes in a row. Let's just gonna ignore that. Comes by and scans the station won't detect anything strange as far as life forms go. If you guys are wondering what that is, I don't have curtains, so like my window is just super bright light coming in. So what I do is I tape like a super dark blue sheet to like my window basically, but you know you can't really tape cloth, so it fell this part. So I'm gonna continue to probably tape it because I like the dark ambiance. Playing Distress is kind of scary game, but it's probably gonna fall down every single time. 2 for 2 so far. So what's happened to the citizens then? The people who lived here? Lenore points to the dead soldier. Some of them ended up like him, recruited and brainwashed into Sanderson's army. The stronger prisoners who could endure the biotherapy with their minds intact became soldiers. The less fortunate became test subjects. Lots of them died. Painfully. In a way, my fault, I suppose. Now the ones who didn't die. You already know the truth. You saw them down below. Raving beasts, unreachable or reason or love. Filled with rage and hunger. They're gone. Too far gone. And now they're all over the station. Yes, they'll be spreading to the upper levels soon. But that is good for us. Means you have a chance to get into this bunker without meeting much resistance. The elevator to the right hisses open, and out steps an entire squadron of troops, dressed just like the man Barkley killed. You were saying? Woo. Okay. What do we want to do? Well, you guys already know the drill. Another decision. Another cliffhanger. So, if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to like down below, subscribe for my fallen curtain, and peace.